We are used to seeing selling like hotcakes, but in Singapore, perhaps it's time that we adapt the expression to selling like beancurd. Singaporeans first fell in love with this chilled soya dessert in 2010 when Lao Ban introduced its custody, melt-in-your-mouth take on traditional Dou Fu to diners at Old Airport Road Food Centre. With the success of Lao Ban's beancurd pudding, imitation brands soon sprouted up across the island. Some stores are even going head-to-head with each other at the same dining spot. The food centres at Whampoa Drive and Toa Payoh Lorong 8, for instance, each house 2 beancurd pudding stores. As for Old Airport Road, well, it now has a total of 8 stores operated by 5 brands.
Now, even the biggest players in the soybean food and drinks market here have entered the fray. Jollibean, for example, has started selling its own version of the soy pudding in 13 out of its 31 outlets here and is planning to launch it in 4 other outlets as well.
Mr. Bean, too, had a soft launch for soya pudding recently. So you are now spoiled for choice. With so many different soy puddings clamoring for a spot in your tummy, which would you choose? Stay with us in this battle of the beans as we check out the different soy puddings in Singapore, starting with a sweet treat for the health-conscious, vegan and gout-friendly beancurd. Founded by civil servant and entrepreneur Patrick Tay, this store at Whampoa Drive Food Centre is cheekily named Chi Ni Dou Fu, or in Mandarin, taking advantage of you. But quite the opposite is the health-minded customers who can take advantage of this organic, vegan version of good old beancurd.
We source for organic beans from USA. We don't want daily creamer because it's not so healthy.
So does it mean the cost will be a lot higher compared to the use of non-organic beans?
The cost typically is 20 to 30% more, but we think it's worth it. One group that we know of is the gout sufferers. Many of them, they cannot take the traditional type of beancurd or soya bean because of the seed coat involved. So when we use organic soya bean, the shell is dehulled, hence the gout sufferer, they can take it.
While quite a number of brands have gone organic, most soy puddings still rely on dairy creamer to give their pudding a milky, creamy taste that lingers. Minus dairy creamer, Chi Ni Dou Fu is an obvious choice for vegans and Weight Watchers. Patrick also stays away from gelatin, which is commonly derived from cattle and pigs. Instead, he uses a seaweed extract called carrageenan as a thickening agent.
The process is like making Milo. So basically, it's just adding the powder to some cold water. Then after that, stir and mix it properly. Then top it up with hot water and pour it into the containers.
Are you a resident living here?
No, I don't stay around here. I stay very far away.
Where do you stay?
I stay Woodland.
Yeah. Okay, and then you came all the way here just to buy a few bowls.
Just to buy 4 bowls. Because it's not too sweet, the texture is very silky.
Your family members are also, very into this.
My daughter, my wife, whole family practically.
Started in June last year, Chi Ni Dou Fu may be a relatively new kid on the block, but it's expanding fast with 5 stores and 5 locations in the 6th outlet opening in Bendemeer Market soon.
Overall, I would say the one really, really good thing about this range of products is that it gives you the peace of mind while you're having a dessert because it uses no gypsum powder, it uses no preservatives, no non-vegetarian ingredients, and also it's not overly sweet. So if you want to enjoy a dessert that doesn't do too much harm to your body, perhaps you can consider this option.
But we did promise you a better. Patrick has a keen competitor right next door, which opened its door just 3 days after Chi Ni Dou Fu set foot in Whampoa. In fact, the two parties are equally surprised by each other's presence.
搬来的时候，你知道你旁边就有另外一家，就是
没有，我们来他还没有，还在做那个鱼头炉的，对，所以我们也是很碰巧啦。
But Ah Ping has her own winning formula. She sells both the traditional Dou Fu and the chilled pudding, made from both yellow beans and the less common black beans.
我们广东人是比较喜欢用黑豆来煮汤，它有补药补肾的作用，还有美发的作用。
所以它味道会跟黄豆做的那一种不一样。
不会，有一点点不一样，它比较还要香。
We were a bit shocked when we saw that there was a competitor next door. We take it in our stride and we outlast them.
While Chi Ni Dou Fu may appeal to the healthy eaters, it may still find it hard to win over fans of the famous Lao Ban.
How do you find it?
Tastes weird.
It's weird. Okay.
It doesn't have the almond smell.
The organic one is quite creamy, and the Lao Ban one is just nice.
Stay tuned as we speak to Lao Ban's Lao Ban on the Keen Rivalry next.